What's up, everybody? This is Prepper Princess, and for those of you who have been subscribed to me for a long time, Prepper Princess Nation. Today we are going to talk about food storage, particularly Augason farms. Now, there were a lot of questions when I was talking about legacy foods, about different types of foods, what I recommend, how do you cook them, and things like that. I'll get into cooking videos in the future, and I'll be cooking from my food storage, so you'll be able to see. But for right now, I do want to talk about Augason farms. So Augason Farms is the prepper food that I started with. It was the most cost effective in terms of number 10 cans. These come in different things like fruits, vegetables. They also come in full meals. They have Southwest chili mix, spaghetti marinara with beef, chicken Alfredo, things like that. They are also one of the companies that have substitute meat. Now, if you guys have been shopping for meat in number 10 cans, they are ranging anywhere from $50 to $85 or more. Because the price of meat has gone up, and there are a lot of vegetarians out there. I like to eat meat very rarely, so having a vegetarian substitute was really important for me. One of the important things about Augason Farms, again, it is what I have most of in terms of my prepping food. Augason Farms, Mountain House, I also have Legacy, some Honeyville. But one of the misconceptions is that all of the food is like the same thing. So for instance, spaghetti marinara with beef, you would assume that Legacy Food has that same meal. Not always, that's not always the case. So, just as a quick example, Emergency Essentials, they will sell peanut butter, but Augason Farms does not. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. I'm all better now. So again, when it comes to prepping food, what may be great for one person is not necessarily great for another. Augason Farms has recently, in the last couple of years, started coming out with pouches. I think that they were, I can't confirm, but I think that what they were trying to do was reproduce the success of other companies like Mountain House having, or Backpackers Pantry, having them in ready-to-go meals where you just pour in water. There are goods and bads to these. For instance, I did order a whole bunch of them thinking it was amazing, 1 to 2 single servings. You just add water. Well, they don't really work out like that. So I wouldn't really recommend the pouches unless it's something where you are personally taste testing the product in order to see if you want to purchase the number 10 cans. The downside to these little packages is that they don't have the long-term dates, such as the number 10 cans. For instance, this one expires in 2021, but when I purchase things like cheesy broccoli soup, tomato basil soup, and things like that, they pretty much had a 6-month to 1-year expiration date. Excuse me. So that's something that Augason Farms really needs to work on, is that. But when it comes to the number 10 cans, I do say A-okay. I do highly recommend checking out Augason Farms. I will leave the link in the description below. See if some of their recipes are something that you might be interested in. When it comes to long-term food, you are going to have a plethora of different options, and I would highly recommend trying all of them. And no matter what, if you are in some sort of SHTF situation, you are bugging in, things along that nature, pretty much any survival food that you have on hand is going to be absolutely delicious. I am not personally picky when it comes to the food that I eat, so I have never had a bad prepper food. I've never had any negative effects or stomach problems, or I've never, spit anything out thinking, oh my God, that's gross. So when it comes to like Augason Farms, Mountain House, Legacy Foods, Emergency Essentials, even MREs. MREs are a little bit dry, but they're not bad. But if you're hungry, you're gonna eat anything, and honestly, Augason Farms is really good. I haven't had any problems with them whatsoever. So I do recommend Augason Farms along with a couple of other products. I will go ahead and make future videos about those products as well. But the number 10 cans are absolutely amazing. They're gonna last you several years, and don't forget the price of food is going up. So it might even be a good idea to lock in your prices now before all of the flooding from the winter sort of takes a huge effect on our food. So, you know, prices inflate, food especially inflates, and you can lock in your price by buying prepper food now and just saving it for later when maybe you're a little bit short on cash. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.